We're back. You can eat your bicky in the thing. What? You can't not be in it. You should just eat it. It's funny.
Just start going.
Okay.
I'll eat it. Yeah, I'll eat it while.
And you should
on the
definitely
mic.
try and talk a lot. And yeah, eat really close to the mic. No, just eat it normally, but close.
Can you hear that? It's like ASMR. Baby.
Mate, I'll have a field day with that. All right,
Good.
enough silliness.
Tight shot. Yep.
Oh my God.
All right, off you go.
Okay. So, the Lamborghini Countach LPI 800-4. Yep. 24 hours ago, this was revealed in the US. I'm not quite sure exactly where. That's my bad. And it has been 50 years of Countach, and so they're bringing it back. So, in 1971, the Countach was originally launched in the Geneva Motor Show, which is pretty cool. And so this is a modern interpretation of the original car. So the main things are the design elements, obviously, and the layout and engine. So the layout has scissor doors, which is pretty cool.
A classic.
Yes, and they say from onwards, every V12 that they make is going to have scissor doors. I don't know how many V12s they're going to make. But
Just one.
yeah.
Speaking of the scissor doors,
Tell me.
there's a photo of. So there's in The Wolf of Wall Street, Leonardo DiCaprio is like, super high and all that kind of thing. He falls down the stairs and he tries to get into his Lamborghini Countach.
Oh yeah.
And he's got a white Countach.
Yeah.
So there's a little spoof photo. I'll throw it up in the video.
Okay.
Of Leo trying to get into the new
Oh,
Countach. Like it's
really?
someone's edited it to be the new one.
True.
And the whole, because it's funny because he's laying on the ground trying to open the door with his shoes. So yeah, that's.
right.
But yeah, anyway, we'll throw that one in there.
True. I like it. So the name Countach is apparently not the name of a fighting bull, as a lot of the Lambos are, but it's actually an Italian dialect, means beautiful or a surprising quality.
Ah,
Yeah. And
I think you're very Countach today, Nathan.
Oh, thank you.
And I mean that in a surprising way.
You have a surprising quality. So Lamborghini Countach, LPI stands for, when you write things down and then you go to say them, like what I alwaast do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, I did that the other week, but I tried to cover it, but it looked really bad when I looked at the recording.
Well, I'll just own it. It's called, so LPI stands for longitudinal. I can do that. Longitudinal posteriore, probably ore. Longitudinal posteriore ibridio.
Okay.
And that means longitudinal hybrid rear.
Okay, no, what I was talking about was I just didn't write the next bit down.
Oh.
So like I said, this word means, and then I didn't write down what it meant. You didn't seem to notice though, so I think I got away with it.
It's obviously had some confidence.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe just say it more confidently and we'll be good. We'll use that take.
So LPI 1 stands for longitudinal posteriore ibriore audio.
Perfect. We nailed it.
Okay, so they're selling only 112 units, which is the same units quantity as the original car. And
they only made 112 original Countaches.
yeah, apparently.
Cool.
Yeah. And the engine is a V12 6.5 litre longitudinal naturally aspirated engine. And it's going to produce 802 horsepower.
Wow.
720 newton meters of torque, which is pretty good. And it does have an electric motor, which is included in that horsepower figure, which gives it 34 horsepower and 35 newton meters of torque, which doesn't seem like much, but from what I could see, there's not a lot of reviews on this yet because it's only just got released yesterday. And so the idea of the electric motor is that it only works during shifting and as a boost. So keeping in mind this engine's naturally aspirated, so no turbo, no supercharger. My assumption, and there was one comment that Lamborghini made, where they said one of the ideas of the electric motor is to make it feel like it has even more torque than a V8 V12 engine would have. So I think when you shift, when you put your foot down, it's an auto, so there's no hands movements. When you shift, I think it just gives you like a boosted feeling straight out of at low RPM, to try and then obviously as the RPMs get higher, the natural aspirated V12 takes on most of the power.
Yeah,
that's my assumption. So the transmission, as I said, it's a 7-speed auto. And the characteristics of how it operates depends on the drive mode that you use. As with most of these supercars, it's electronically controlled all-wheel drive.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
I don't know if I assume the Countach was just rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
In its time, I assume that's probably what it was, but I could definitely be wrong. It's got like a rear mechanical self-locking diff as well. Which is good for that grip on the track.
I'm sure they would have fixed a lot of the issues that the
original
Countach had.
I'm sure they didn't just give it all the problems that the old Countach had.
Because it had like, from like clips and stuff that I've seen, it had the pedals were too close together.
Yes, I have seen.
It was always impossible to reverse.
So I don't think they tried to bring all the inherent problems that the original car had.
Yeah, probably not.
So yeah, I think you were saying that like some of them were, the pedals were too close to each other, and stuff like that. And so that's my assumption. In regards to some of the performance figures, maximum speed is 355 kilometers an hour, which seems quite fast. Never really think much of the maximum speed figure.
You don't really need to worry about.
I don't know. I feel like on Top Gear they always used to recite it. It's like I don't care. Like 0 to 100. Yeah. But max speed, like who's ever going to get to that?
Yeah. You're on the track doing 250 and doing 280 are the same thing. Yeah. Like it doesn't matter.
So 0 to 100, 2.8 seconds.
Yeah.
Very fast.
Yeah.
To put that in perspective, the Huracan Evo, which is the top of the line Huracan, does 0 to 100 in 2.9 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's faster than that. It does 0 to 100 in 8.6 seconds. Which just
0 to 100 miles an hour?
Oh, I said 100, 200.
You 0 to 200.
Yeah. 0 to 200 in 8.6 seconds.
Yeah, wow.
So that's pretty fast.
Yeah.
And braking does from 100 to 0 in 30 meters. So that seems like it's pretty short, but hard to know. The body or the chassis is a carbon fiber monocoque, which is pretty standard. Like a lot of the Lotuses are aluminium monocoque. It has aluminium front and rear frames that connect to that monocoque, and the body itself is all carbon fiber, which is pretty special.
Yeah.
So that all leads to being a pretty light car. So 800 or so horsepower is pretty good, but not crazy in today's world. But the fact that it's only about 1,600 kilos means that's going to be very fast. And so that's where you get the 2.8, 0 to 100 figure from, I think. I don't know if you remember when we went to Sydney, we went to an event called World Time Attack, and there was a Countach there. You remember that?
Yes. Right? Yeah, the black one.
Right.
Yeah.
And which was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it looks
probably
so
one of
cool.
the most amazing car experiences that I've seen in Australia. I'll say that.
The tyres were like 375 or something, or 385.
Exactly right. So they were something crazy. These ones are 355, which is still pretty big for a tyre.
Yeah.
But I do remember just being absolutely amazed standing behind the car. You've kind of got like, there's the left tyre, there's the right tyre, and there's almost the same amount of space in the middle, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's very much like the Batmobile of the...
yes.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a steamroller with a little bit in between.
Yeah.
And so the distribution in regards to weight is 4357. So I assume that's 57% at the rear.
At the back, yeah.
And then a few features inside. It's got like an 8.4-inch touchscreen, which has got CarPlay in it and stuff like that. So it's not like it's not pretending to be old.
Yeah.
And it has this button called, I assume you say the word style, but it's spelled STILE.
Okay.
Stile, maybe. And when you press the button, it explains the Countach design philosophy to its privileged audience.
So you press the button and it explains.
Yeah.
Explains the
I
philosophy.
assume it all comes up on the screen and does a little,
It's
demo.
like the demo button.
Yeah.
That seems funny.
Yeah. Well, when your friends are like, "Oh, tell me about your car," you just press the button.
You don't have to do anything. You just press it.
So that's all I've really got. It's What I should talk about, and I could send you the video, is on the Lamborghini website. If you go to it, it's got a few things. Oh, let's do this. Okay, let me show you this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It has a audio clip of the car, and we can get a better version of this and overlay it.
Yeah.
Have a listen to this. Oh, it's
Yes. So that sounds sick.
so sick.
And also, I want to know what an 8D sound experience is.
Yeah, I had headphones on. It's just they just move it around a bit.
Yeah, okay,
I
all
don't
right.
know. Yeah,
8 dimension.
The only other thing that I'll mention is if you go to the website, on the right-hand side, there's an augmented reality QR code.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Get your camera out on your phone, scan that. It'll take you to the website again. Click augmented reality demo or whatever it is. Might just say augmented reality. Click that. Takes you to a site, and you can just see like an image of the car. Click on the car, and then just kind of like place your camera or face your camera where you want your new Lamborghini Countach.
Yeah.
Move it around a little bit, and it rocks up. And I'll show you this video. Right now, you can probably see it. Actually,
We'll put it over the video. Yeah.
there'll be a video right now of me doing it in a street near my house. And you can walk around the car. You can actually get in the car and have a look, and it's actually really cool. So
Yeah, very nice.
very impressive.